Shalom and greetings, my friends. Welcome again to our daily devotional, Reflecting Christ. As believers of Christ, we are called to reflect Him in every aspect of our lives and to share the love and hope that we have experienced in Him. Today's scripture reading is taken from Daniel chapter 1, verses 3 and 4. It reads, "Then the king instructed Ashpenaz, the master of his eunuchs, to bring some of the children of Israel and some of the king's descendants and some of the nobles, young men in whom there was no blemish, but good-looking, gifted in all wisdom, possessing knowledge and quick to understand, who had ability to serve in the king's palace, and whom they might teach the language and literature of the Chaldeans." My friends, the prophet Daniel was an illustrious character. He was a bright example of what man may become when united with the God of wisdom. A brief discount of the life of this holy man of God is left on record for the encouragement of those who should afterward be called to endure trial and temptation. When the people of Israel, their king, nobles, and priests were carried into captivity, 4 of their number were selected to serve in the court of the king of Babylon. One of these was Daniel, who early gave promise of the remarkable ability developed in later years. These youth were all of princely birth and are described as children in whom was no blemish, but well-favored and skillful in all wisdom and cunning in knowledge and understanding science, and such as had ability in them. In Daniel chapter 1, verse 4. Perceiving the superior talents of these youthful captives, King Nebuchadnezzar determined to prepare them to fill important positions in his kingdom, that they might be fully qualified for their life at court according to the Oriental custom. They were to be taught the language of the Chaldeans and to be subjected for 3 years to a thorough course of physical and intellectual discipline. The youth in this school of training were not only to be admitted to the royal palace, but it was provided that they should eat of the meat and drink of the wine which came from the king's table. Among the viands placed before the king was swine's flesh and other meats which were declared unclean by the law of Moses, and which the Hebrews had been expressly forbidden to eat. Here, Daniel was brought to a severe test. Should he adhere to the teachings of his fathers concerning meats and drinks and offend the king, and probably lose not only his position, but his life? Or should he disregard the commandment of the Lord and retain the favor of the king, and thus securing great intellectual advantages and the most flattering worldly prospects? Daniel did not long hesitate. He decided to stand firm in his integrity, let the result be what it might. He purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank. In verse 8. He made God his strength, and the fear of God was continually before him in all the transactions of his life. My friends, I am inviting you to come to Christ and experience a life-changing encounter with him. Therefore, we can all serve to reflect Christ in our daily lives.